Hey there, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, I'm Tenela Atonda, and I help designers and non-designers to communicate effectively through visuals. And today's topic is one of the principles of design that I've taught in my earlier video where I spoke about all the principles of design together. This video, we're going to be talking about balance and alignment. These are very fundamental principles in design that the moment you make one single error about it, your audience are going to feel something is missing. They are very, very key for you to pay attention to how a design is balanced and is aligned. So I'm going to be giving you a very good case study. I saw this design a while back, just randomly doing the research on the internet. I just feel this is an entirely terrible way to present information, right? Everything looks so all over the place, padding is all over the place, text is all over the place, the icons are all over the place. It almost feels like you're doing good research to look for information on this poster, right? So I decided that I was going to redesign it. It went from this all the way to this. Now you look at this, think about it. Which one do you prefer? It's obvious, right? This, you can easily read information, everything flows. It's easier for you to take your eyes somewhere and come back, right? So that is the importance of balance and alignment. Can you see? You can draw a straight line all the way from here to the bottom, a straight line all the way from here, a straight line here. Everything just looks balanced and aligned, right? Everything looks very compactly packed. So this is the importance of balance and alignment. You can see, right? So I'm going to walk you into the process of how I start and finish my designs with balance and alignment in mind, while showing you how I did this design. Just join me as I walk you through how I made this infographic banner. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to be teaching you about balance and alignment. So just watch and listen. So let's break this down. First, balance is all about creating stability and structure in your layout. Visual weight needs to be distributed in a way that feels natural, right? There's symmetrical balance, asymmetrical balance, radial balance. In this original design, for example, the elements are sort of clustered in a way, right? So you can see right from here how, for example, here, the flow of this is very chaotic. The flow of this is very chaotic, right? Right here, anybody could misplace information in this place. You understand? It just feels so strenuous to read. So can you see this is pushing all the way here, this is pushing back here. These are not even on a straight line. Can you see? Right? You can see like the visuals are not like very, very balanced in the eye. Like it looks unaligned. Can you see? Can you see that the spacing between here is not the same as the spacing between here? So these little things make design look haphazard. Can you see how information is so clustered in this place? It's so easy to miss something very important when things are modeled up in this manner. You understand what I mean now? So for alignment, this is basically what creates connection between elements. So it's how you align things together: text, images, headers. So for example, you're using Microsoft Word, right? It's going to ask you if you want to align your text to the left or to the right or to the middle, or you want to justify it, right? So imagine if someone was typing a Word document and first line is aligned to the left, second line aligned to the middle, third line aligned to the right, fourth line justified, and fifth line aligned to the left. You will feel that's diabolical, right? That exactly is the reason why in design generally, everything in design, whether you are an interior decorator, whether you're an architect, whether you make clothes or whatever, you know the importance of alignment, of creating a connection between elements, right? And not just, putting things in a haphazard way. Everything has to be planned, right? So it helps the user to guide their attention and movement as they are reading through all the elements on your design. You understand? So let me show you something you see recall in my designs all the time, which helps me to keep my design balanced and aligned. One of the first things is the use of grid lines. They give me structure, right? And it helps me to distribute elements in such a way that feels visually balanced. Now I know that I can only design within the confines of this box. It helps me to know where to put things and what not to take out of somewhere. Do you get? So it makes you easily see when things are not balanced, especially as a beginner. If you notice, most apps right now today have this thing. Anytime you move something close to another object, it shows you the alignment, all these lines. I'm sure you probably noticed it on even PowerPoint or Microsoft Word. So it's them trying to that's how important alignment is, to be honest. That's why apps are trying to show, oh yeah, it's aligned, leave it there, or it's not aligned, don't leave it there. Do you understand? So pay attention to these things. So and as you can see in the version that I created, I made sure everything at a clear alignment. As you can see here, it's all aligned to the left, all aligned to the left, right? Right. So it takes some learning. It takes some learning for you to do and understand, right? And also, if you take a look, you see uh here over here, I aligned everything over. I aligned everything here on this side. I aligned this here. Over here too, everything is aligned. These boxes, they're not just put randomly, right? As you can see over here too, right? Everything is aligned. This is aligned to the middle, this is aligned to the middle, this is straight here. And to show that this is different from these guys, I put this guy over here, right? So as you can see too, you align the text here, you align this, can you see? Everything is straightly aligned and it makes it easier to read and look at. So that basically is the idea. So now let me show you a few more examples of how balance and alignment can be used creatively in different kinds of layout. So can you see this? This is like a very simple design for, like, say, a concert poster, right? So sound of EDM and less music, right? That's basically what the idea is. And there's guest artists, there's uh, location, and then there's this icon. So as you can see, things look aligned and things are not just all over the place. So it's a good way to start. Sometimes you can break the rules. I'm not saying the rules cannot be broken, because sometimes you see some designs that are intentionally made to look apart. But at the end of the day, there's still always some sense to it. There's still always a balance and alignment. So it's good for you to use this as a start, right? Draw your grid lines. Know how you place things. Don't just place things without intention. That's basically the meaning. When you understand the rules, then you can break them. But first, try to understand the rules, right? So you don't just break things in a way that demarcates yourself, right? So you can better communicate through visuals. So design basically isn't just about what looks good, right? It's about what communicates well. So if your audience is confused, distracted, or overwhelmed, designers typically fail, right? So that's why balance and alignment matter so much. So next time you're designing, ask yourself, is this layout helping the message or getting in the way? And always, please draw your lens. So see you in the next video. Like, share, subscribe, give me a comment, tell me what you want to hear. Show me some samples of your work if you wish. You can go into my bio. You can check my Behance profile for different designs that I've done. And yeah, until next time.